Hey, everybody. I am really excited to come to you guys tonight. We have a really great story. I'm here with Josh Stahl, and we're going to go over his journey. He joined Jake and Gino, one of the best communities out there, and then he joined my mastermind. So, Josh, tell us a little bit about yourself. We're going to go over your journey. And then after you tell us about yourself, tell us, what happened after you joined MIH Mastermind.
Sure. Thanks for having me, Marco. I really appreciate you taking your time to talk with me. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm just a working stiff like everybody else, trying to get out there and get some passive income, become wealthy, getting some real estate. So, I got my W-2 doing sales for a great company, started doing some single family, and then said, wow, man, I need to scale. And so I found Jake and Gino, the preeminent kind of education company out there for multifamily, met a bunch of folks. Marco, kind of inducted me into Jake and Gino and kind of kept tabs on me. So we formed a great kind of relationship just based off that. And I don't know, man. I kept on seeing these people getting deals who were like really motivated like me. And so I called Marco and I was like, hey, man, I need to find a team of motivated people like some of the folks that, I'm seeing on.
So before you joined the mastermind, what happened before you joined the mastermind? I started talking to you and introduced you to people, and you're like, Marco, I want to get into these JV deals. I want to add value. I'm not worried about like the percentages. I just want to get in the deals. So
Yeah, and you know what? I was gonna bring that up. It's the thing that I appreciate most about you. It's like, I said, "Hey, man, I wanna get into these things. I wanna meet the right people," and you're like, "Yeah, no problem." And 2 days later, you have me on the phone with Toby and Vienna and Aaron talking about a deal in Tulsa, you know? We hit it
literally
off.
2 days later, I like introduce you because I have an eye for personalities. We're gonna get to something even better than multifamily that I did for you. So you're in
Yeah.
with them, and all of a sudden you call me, and I mean, people like, oh my God, you should, and like, all I'm good at is I'm doing the intro, and then that's got to follow through. Personality's got to match, and I know when somebody's gonna, people trust me. Like I send you to Toby, and they know I'm not sending the wrong person. That's what also facilitates it.
Yeah.
So what happened? You got into that deal. How many units is it?
25 units and converting to make it 26 in Tulsa. Great deal, great
And
team.
and now just forget not even the deal. People, oh, you're in a 26 unit. Forget about that. You're on a great team. They're deal finders. They've closed like 4 or 5 deals, and they're just actually starting out. But Toby's a deal finder. He drives for dollars. VN's great at underwriting. I helped build that team in MIH. So when you told me 26 units, somebody like, oh, it's only 26 units. I'm like, but he's on a team, so
Yeah,
they're going to keep getting deals for the next 20 years. So
yeah, yeah, great people, great people,
yeah.
and that kinda sealed it for me. I was like, "Dude, I gotta get into Mastermind. These people are awesome."
You kind of had to. I got you into a deal before, so now you're like, I got to join the mastermind.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what Gary Vee teaches. You add value to people. People sell too much. So what I do, I added value to you, and you're like, hey, how about joining mastermind? I said, you know what? Let me add value to you first. That's what I said to you. Remember?
Yeah,
And then I added it. You call me up. You're like, I want to join, man. I want to be around this. I want more of this. So
yeah,
after that, you invested in a 7 unit Columbus LP position with me and Chris. Um, and then better than that, I told you because I'm so busy. I said, Josh, I really like you. Get in front of me. Just when you see me at events, shake my hand. I'll get on the phone with you, but I just need to spend time with you. Then what did I do? I saw what you're good at. One thing outside of multifamily that I did for you is when we're on the phone, I was asking you questions what I'm good at. I said, what do you do here and there? You're like, I have this job. I'm doing some Bitcoin mining, and my eyes lit up. And you're like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I have to introduce you to John Beatty. And you're like, who's John Beatty? I'm like, he's an awesome, awesome guy, man. He's my very close friend, maybe 100K in crypto. I put into a
yeah,
deal. And you're like, yeah, okay. You didn't think anything of it. I knew your personality and him. What happens a week later, you call me and you're like, Marco, me and John are on the phone no, it was that couple of weeks. You're like, we're on the phone every day for like an hour talking
yeah,
crypto. We're even thinking of starting a crypto company together now, which is crazy. We pulled back a little bit because everything went off the cliff. But when the time is right, we're even going to do now. You and John and Brian Mullen, who else you met through us, you're
yeah,
running our crypto chat in MIH. We have an
yep,
amazing 80-person crypto chat that the stuff on there is epic. It slowed down a little because crypto's taking that hit. It was very active, but we're going to get it back up active again, now that things are going to settle down and there's money to be made. So he did that. Then we moved on to another LP position with us, me and Chris and Lawrence. That deal was a family deal, generational wealth syndication. I only let in family, and I let you in that deal. that is going to be a 12 to 30-year hold, a refi in, depending on rates, definitely refi in month 14 or year 2 or 3. It's such a great deal. The rents are going up so much. Got
Yeah, and one thing I would say about that, honestly, is I I'm a big believer that you tell people what you're good at and what you're looking for. It may seem forward to some folks, but when I spoke to you, I was like, "Hey, I want deals. I don't mind if we hold them for a while, but I want refis,
And
so
I
there's
had a
gotta be."
76 unit A class with no refi, and that was all my doctors. And you heard about it. I'm like, Josh, no refi. I don't want you to invest in it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm good about my investors, the relationships I build. I know you want your crypto, John Beatty. And then even better than that, I introduced you. Once you got in the mastermind, then it was on. Then I'm
yeah,
like, now I said to you, I said, Josh, if you thought I did a lot before you're in the mastermind, you joined the mastermind. I'm in front of you now. You're in front of me every month. So what did I do? I spent time you. I got you with Jaideep, Jay
yep.
Bellikar. He is an elite high performer in MIH now. Started with doing 10 unit heavy lifts. He's done like 7 deals. You just closed a deal last week with him, right? Or a couple of days ago.
12 units? Yeah,
Yeah.
12 units, heavy lift, refi in it, velocity of capital, all the stuff that I like. And same thing, I told Jaydeep whenever we first started networking together, the kind of deals that I liked, and he called me one day and he goes, "I got the kind of deal that you like." And we had already kind of built a rapport. We know each other from MIH, really enjoy talking. And we said, actually, I don't know if you even know this, but we talk every 2 weeks at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. Me, Jason, and Jaideep. It's just a standing
Awesome
meeting that
team.
we have.
So now
Yeah.
look how powerful this is. You're on a team with Toby. You're on a team with Jaideep. They're both deal finders.
Yep.
You're doing well with the Bitcoin, and that's extra side hustle money. You're gonna
Yep.
you're gonna have a point in your life where now you're on a third deal because we have a secret at the end that you're gonna be on a third Rockstar team. We're gonna mention it. You're gonna have a problem with too many deals coming your way. There's people who are
You-
spinning their wheels in the space going, I can't find deals because they're not joining the right groups. It's too bad.
And I'm also there's other people like Wyatt and I are working on direct to seller stuff in Omaha.
So now
Love
you're Wyatt's 27 years old. He just closed 24 single family fixes and flips and holds this year. He closed a 26 unit. He's got in Omaha. He's got another like 15 unit or something. And now you're cold calling. You're putting the work in. You're cold calling for him, going after deals. That's
yeah.
a third team, and there's going to be a fourth team.
I
And
mean, we before this call, what is it? It's 10 o'clock tonight.
yeah,
Before this call, like 8:45, I was doing direct to seller stuff and got a lead. You know what
I
I mean?
mean,
Put in
so
the work.
yep. And you know what MH is? Proximity is power. That's what it is. It's having the
But
right proximity and law of attraction.
you
So
meet
so
a guy
we're doing
like
we're doing
Wyatt, you meet a guy like but you meet guys like Wyatt, like some of the most motivated people that you'll ever meet, right?
yeah.
Another shout out to Natasha, someone that I really want to do a deal with. Love talking to her, knows her stuff.
She just closed
We
three
just
deals.
kind of
And I
click.
got Nick and Jamie Cooper over to her because she had a deal and she's a deal finder. So she's like, I know what you need. I got Nick and Jamie Cooper over there. They raised 2 million for her. Helped to close the deal. They're another group of rock stars. And that's it. And that's the speed of resources in MIH. It's a hyper focused group of elite people who want to, family people want to make it happen. So listen, I'm just so glad to get you in, man. I'm going to finish it with this. You are in the last Rockstar team. You're going to be in a deal with me and my team as a general partner. It's not a JV deal. It's just 4 guys, 5 guys. So I don't like the word JV. It's the way we're all equal partners.
Yep.
And I said to you, I when I met you, I liked your personality, and I'm straightforward people. And I said to you, I said it's going to take time. I said I see us doing a deal in a year, being in a deal together. I just
Yeah,
need to
you did.
spend time with you. I need to get you momentum. The word momentum we teach in MIH. I need to create that momentum that you're just lacking on. You had the capital in your 2 jobs. You're doing really good. You could quit your W-2. I need to get that momentum created through the right teams. And then once you have that your momentum with them, now you're ready for me. If I had a deal, because I was doing so many deals with Chris, now the right, I told you when the right deal comes, we're gonna be
Yeah.
partners. And then so people listening to this video, what's your recommendation if they really want to be around good people and close more deals? What would you say for them to do?
Join MIH. No question about what they should do.
Make it happen, buddy.
Make it happen.